Anyway, hi guys, how's it going? So what we thought we'd do, we would talk about how to deal with your partner in isolation.
Deal with your partner? Jesus Christ. It's like you're trying to kill me or something.
I don't want to kill you, but I might at some point. Well, the whole point is how not to kill your partner in this time.
Probably not how to deal with, how to get along.
How to get along. How to get along. We're trying to get along. So we are doing good. We are staying safe and staying at home. He's like very, very particular about... We actually had an argument last week because I was telling him we needed to go out and get milk. He felt like I was nagging him.
You what?
And he was like, I don't want you to get coronavirus. I just want to try and protect you. And so we like that literally turned out into an argument. So it just escalated.
Now what I've been doing is we bought milk, long story short. But every day I top the milk up with a little bit of water. So she uses it. Then a little bit of
So my full fat milk is basically like semi-skimmed
milk. Until it goes completely see-through and it looks like water. She just thinks it's milk. So that's why milk that normally lasts us a week has lasted us nearly 2.
I better smell that milk before putting it in my coffee, seriously.
It smells like water.
Oh my God. Talk about, so how we deal with one another in isolation. So this is the way I deal with you in isolation. I think
deal with.
I think,
Jesus.
Okay, how do we get along in isolation then? I don't understand. Is that you got a problem with the terminology?
Yeah, it's like you're making it like I'm a problem. You got to deal with. I'm not a problem. I'm amazing. I make dinner for you every day.
You don't make dinner every day. Don't even lie.
More times this week than you have.
You shouldn't lie. It's
okay.
bad.
Not every day, but it's at least been 5 days.
Why aren't you cooking? Because I cook most of the days. So
oh
today
my
I'm not
God.
cooking.
Tell me what you made this week. Go on.
I made mutton paneer this week.
Alright, one dish.
I made
veg
chow mein yesterday.
Okay, go on. I'll give you that. Go on.
What do you mean, go on?
Go on. We're on, what day of the week? Friday.
Yeah, but then you cooked pasta on the other day, and then you
so
cooked
then if you say
soup
2
on the other day.
Out of the 5 days, that means I've cooked the majority.
Oh, you cooked more this week.
Yeah, and I'm cooking again today.
Woo! Men are better chefs, I've heard. Anyway.
I thought you're a feminist. You can't say that.
I am a Vedic feminist. There's a difference.
Either way, don't say that. Men are better chefs. I'm disgusted. You can't say that.
What, did you turn into a feminist?
Yeah, of course.
How do we get along? It's the wrong terminology you're using there. Okay, so how I get along with him. Okay, so every time I feel irritated with this guy.
Which is not regularly because I'm amazing.
Anyway, I think of all the people who aren't with their partners and self-isolating. So like people, because mostly people in our culture generally don't live together before they get married. So I think of all of those people who are not isolating with their partners, and that's how I appreciate you more in my life.
What?
Because there are people who are not self-isolating with their partners. They may not be living with their partners.
Why aren't they living? Oh, you said because they're not married?
Maybe if they're not married, like,
you know. Okay, fine. So then they're not really partners, and they're just...
Oh my God!
Like, partners, you're married, or you're, like, committed with each other,
We're talking about people in a relationship.
Oh, this is a bit dodgy, look.
Yeah, then cut that bit out.
I did, didn't it? So if they're just in a relationship, okay, that makes sense. All right, go on then. So you think about them?
Yeah, I think it, like, you know, there are people who are struggling who don't see their partners, so that's when I appreciate you a little bit more.
So why don't you cook for me then?
Oh my God.
It's yellow and it's my favourite. Jeez, nearly got a toe there, right? Nearly like a fucking toe. See, I told her, don't say anything, don't jinx me with a knife, like, oh my days, nearly lost a toe up in this.
You should wear slippers.
What, because a knife's not going to go through furry slipper, yeah? Alright, oh, genius you are.
Oh, literally, he nearly put this big ass knife on his toe.
Not on, through.
Through.
Yeah.
That would have been bad because I wouldn't have taken you to any. I would have just dropped you outside.
You can't drive my car.
Oh, that's true.
Stay on track.
I said that's how I cope with you. I think of all the people who aren't with their loved ones, who
That's it.
have to self-isolate potentially with their families. Because in our culture, if you're not married, you don't live together.
Okay, cool.
So that's how I feel like. Oh, and I also feel like we have a really nice routine when we're working, because both of us actually have to work from home. So I sit in the kitchen and work here, and he sits in the living room and works there, and then we only see each other when we have to eat. And in the evenings we spend time. So we have a good amount of time away from each other.
I think that's the key. You have to have your own time. You have to have your own space as well. Just because you're in the house, you see each other way more. I go from seeing Jeffy, normally I wake up at like 4, go to work on a long day. I come home at 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock. See you for 2 hours. Max if I'm home at, let's say it's a good day at work, I get home at 3:30, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 4 hours. So yeah, let's say 2 to 5 hours in a day. And now I'm seeing her a lot more. Depends on how long I'm awake.
He sleeps a lot. So the way I know if he's napping, sometimes in the middle of the afternoon,
You hear noise.
he just switches off. Like the Xbox switches off, everything switches off, and then he just like literally goes to sleep.
Yeah, it's good.
And then it's like a kid. You know when like a kid is being naughty, you're like, oh my god, they're not making any noise. What are they doing? You're normally sleeping.
Sounds about right. Alright, come back to the topic. So I think you need your own space. So we work in separate rooms. And I get to play my Xbox in peace. She leaves me alone when I want to. So that keeps sanity.
I feel like I try and communicate with you more, because I feel like we've got nowhere to go if we have a big argument. And it just escalates, isn't it? Really
Despite
quickly.
you will say, pack your stuff up and go to your mum's house. I'm like, please. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Sometimes it has to be said. So someone asked, how do we split the chores? And because apparently you do
I
a
do
lot.
everything. She watches. I think that's right. Jesus, someone.
Be honest. Be honest. Krishna's always watching and listening to the conversations that we have. Lies are not appreciated.
Defky, shut up.
It's true though.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm trying to think of a clever way out of this, but there's not really one. Okay. Devki does the bulk of the chores. Sod it.
Can you use the washing machine though, Rishikesh?
Yeah, I can. Do you know, it's embarrassing, but the only way I figured out how to use the washing machine was when Devki had to go to San Francisco? No, where did you go?
I was in
Prague. See, I didn't even know. Devki had to go to Prague for work, and I was like, oh man, I need underwear for work. And I was like, shit, I gotta wash up. I was like, I'm not going Indian and putting it in the bathtub and doing it like that. So I got the manual out. I got the instruction manual on how to use this thing. I got it, and I'm so domesticated when I want to be. So, read the manual, and when I read the manual, I don't just like read the bit I need. I read everything about our washing machine. So then, I knew how to use it. I come home and I go, Dev, do you know? Because Devki's stupid sometimes. She says to me, we don't have a timer, you can't set a timer on the washing machine. I was like, Devki, do you know what I read on our washing machine? It has a timer function. So you don't need to you don't need to wait to do the washing machine. You can just set it, go away, come home, and your clothes are done. So I set the washing machine to like about 5 o'clock because it takes 2 hours. I normally get home about 7:30. Come home, bam, all the clothes are done. So I taught you how to use the washing machine technically.
So since that one time when I was in Prague, have you done the clothes since then?
I've never started a washing machine, but if I need to start the washing machine, I can start the washing machine.
Well, I know.
And I can set on a program timer as well.
Anyway, so the moral of the story is that I do most of the chores around here. I hoover,
Said while you are there and I'm cutting in front of everyone.
Once in a while you can cook, you know. It won't hurt you or
What do you
your
mean once in
ego.
a while? I've cooked more times this week.
Anyway, what's Kesh's worst habit? What is Kesh's worst habit?
Being perfect. I think that's a problem.
No, nothing in this world is perfect.
Oh, you have to say that.
Nothing in this world is perfect.
Okay, you're probably right.
What's Kesh's worst habit? I think that he's just like, you know what? I feel like Messi doesn't even like explain it properly. I feel like
it's not dirty.
no, you're not dirty. You're not dirty. No, I know you're not dirty. You're just messy. I think Kesh's worst habit is that he's messy, but there's no other word to describe it apart from in like Gujarati. I feel like he's very lagro.
Lagro.
I feel like he's just like super. He just it's not the one, you know. Like he's very messy. What do you think what's my worst habit?
She doesn't care about me enough.
That is an utter lie. You know I'm way more attached to you than you are to me. You didn't say what you think my worst habit is. I don't care about you enough. That's a lie because I think I would care about you way more
what
than
your
you
worst
care about
habit
me.
is? This is gonna make you sound good, so I don't want to say it.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
I gotta say something bad.
Say a compliment. It just hurts you, isn't it? It hurts your heart.
Insides.
It hurts your heart to give me a compliment.
Good at something. Dev's just got to do everything right there and then. Like now, nudge. Everything's got to be done straight away. And sometimes I just want to chill. I come home from a long day at work and I don't want to wash up my plate as soon as I've finished eating. I just want to watch a bit of TV, wash up my plate later, or wash up the pot later because we've got a dishwasher or whatever. I don't want to do it there and then. So that is probably her worst habit, but I've been eking it out. I've been tweaking it out of her. So
is Rishi even romantic or is he a rude boy, savage? No, he can be romantic. It depends on his mood, honestly. Once when we were younger...
it makes us sound old.
Yeah, because once when we were younger, he actually made this, like, he had like a little box with different...
I was amazing when we were younger. Now I'm not so much.
Yeah, now you don't even give a compliment. You can't even say you look pretty. He basically said that I look chavvy today. Because my
eyelashes are way too long. That's all I'm saying. But
I was filming a video, and on videos they look really, really nice. Anyway, back to my story.
Real life, they don't.
He gave me a box, and there were little scrolls in there, tiny little scrolls, and each scroll had a separate message.
It had a compliment on it.
And a compliment on it. I think I need to read that because I've forgotten, because you don't compliment me ever. And then the little scrolls all basically was turned into this big picture.
She was supposed to, the point of it was that she was supposed to read those comments every time she was upset. So let's say she was in lockdown and back then we weren't living together and she was upset. Oh, I'm in lockdown. I miss my husband. Well, my amazing boyfriend at that time. So then she could have taken out a little piece of paper, read the compliment. On the other side, you'd put it in a little area.
But I don't have patience, so I just opened all of the scrolls.
Overnight,
and then it turned in, on the back of the scrolls of the messages, it turned into a big picture of our engagement, which was really nice.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You're my fiance at the time. I hate that word, but for my fiance at the time. Yeah, he surprised me with a trip to Orlando. This is again before we got married. Maybe I shouldn't have got married to you. You were better back then. Before we got married, he was so much more interesting, and he would like surprise me with stuff and whatever.
So Orlando, innit? That was a good one.
Oh, and so Orlando, he called my first. I was working at the time. It was my first job outside of London, outside of uni, and he called my boss. He took my boss's number from my phone, and he basically asked for the time off during my birthday to surprise me for a trip to Orlando because he was going with work and he wanted to take me because my family live out there, and he also wanted to take me to Disney and Universal Studios. And when I went to Harry Potter World, it was like the best time of my life. I was like a kid.
No, you're distracting from the story. You got to tell a story. You got to do it properly.
What
All right,
story?
let me tell the story, isn't it? So, back in the day, this is 2014. Yeah, 2014. I had to go to a conference, and I was going to this conference because I was presenting at the conference, so I had to go. And it was right bang in between Daddy's birthday, and there was no way that I wasn't going, so I was like, alright, I'm going. So she knew I was going, but she didn't know it was around her birthday time. I told her that later. So you have to remember, we weren't living together at this point, or even...
No, we weren't living together.
Staying together.
Because we had to live together after we got married.
So, I had to find a way to get into Devki's phone and then get her manager's number. Nobody else is going to have her manager's number. I tried so many times and I could never find a perfect opportunity. People just love their phone so much. Like, some people take their phone into the toilet with them. God knows what they do.
There's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so do you. You're such a liar, so do you.
Now I do because I got bad habits, but this is bad. Oh man, my avocado's bad. So I could not do it. I tried several times, but perseverance is the key to life. I persevered, and one day I managed to get it.
You tell stories really long, I'm just saying.
No, I'm trying to peel this as well. Look, it's all bad, man. So one day I managed to get it, and on that day was a good day. I contacted Devki's boss, and there's never a really good way to contact someone's boss and say you want annual leave off. So I did, and her boss was really nice and said, yeah, no problem, I'll give it off. So I told her, all right, I'm going from this day to this day, booked it off. And then I waited for the absolute last moment to tell Devki that I've actually booked her ticket. So then I got her parents, I told her parents, look, this is the situation, this is what I'm planning to do. They were all cool for it, which was nice. Booked her ticket, and then told her that I'm going away. Now, at this point, she didn't know that I was actually leaving on her birthday. She just thought it was the end of May. So she was like, all right, well, you'll spend your birthday with me, and then you'll go away. But little did she know that I was going away for her birthday. So anyway, I took her out, told her, basically, babe, look, the dates have come out. It looks like the conference is end of May and it's your birthday weekend. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss your birthday. She didn't believe me, as she never does. So I already planned it. The first ticket I showed her was obviously my ticket with my name on it, going from the dates that obviously covers hers. That covers her birthday. Then, obviously, Devki, overdramatic, starts crying, it's my birthday.
Oh, because I used to like you back then, innit? Now it's just a bit different.
Yep. So anyway, so she starts crying. I'm enjoying it, so I'll probably let it go on for too long. Oh yeah, by the way, babe, I booked you a ticket. And she's like, no, you didn't, don't lie, Then I pull out a second ticket, and I'm like, oh shit. I show her the ticket. And then she's like, oh, my work, that's your phone. I'm gonna get told off and this and that. And then I told her. And it was like 2 days before we were flying out as well. So it was really good. So she just had time to go home, pack, and then we were going. So yeah.
And you did the same thing for Rome. You booked my Rome ticket and told Sharon, my other boss, when I was at Goldman.
No, I was Sharon both times.
No, it was another boss the other time, Sharon the second time.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the nice romantic things that you did for me. It was really nice. I don't really know what romantic things I've done for you.
Yeah, I was going to come up to that. I was getting there, and that's why I wanted to tell the story really, really long-winded. So now I can say, what have you done for me?
I planned a couple of surprise birthdays for you.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna have to drop, and Instagram is telling me that I've only got 2 minutes to go. I'm sure you'll see more content from us soon.